the app, and I
Hey
said,
y'all,
okay, so we
it's
made money
LaShonda
today.
with L.
You know,
Stevens Financial
so
Services,
I'm having a conversation, and that's the key.
and I want to
learning
show,
so you can teach
let
the
you guys
younger,
listen
and
to
it's never
something
too,
that I just stumbled
they're
across.
never
I'm
too
watching the
young to
Black
start
Love
hearing
Summit
about,
on
finances.
And how many people in here,
YouTube.
show of hands, remember? Well,
It's about to come up. Okay, so this right here is Angel Lakita Moore, that chick Angel, and that's Marcus Tanksley. I love them. I watch them on the Kev on Stage Studios app. And then this is Kita Pub Diva. If you guys remember, T.O. had a show and she was his publicist on that show. And this is her husband. So we're going to listen to a little bit of something her husband
Brothers, let me say
said.
one thing.
He said, brothers.
Men. Well, first of all, we're talking about culturally. Um, we don't use insurance policy the right way. We buy an insurance policy for $10,000 to pay for the funeral. Well, other people,
The white couch.
other people,
White people.
they create generational wealth through life insurance policies. You know what I mean? So while we out here buying bags, buying shoes, cars, rims, all that don't mean nothing, that depreciates, please learn and educate. And I say learn and educate because my mom bought insurance policy. My grandmother's bought insurance policy. It was a $10,000 insurance policy. They had paid. Yeah, they outlived the policy. So it's important to know what kind of policy you're buying. You know what I mean? But, my advice is learn, listen, find somebody who doesn't know. There's somebody in your circle that can teach you. If not, Google. I tell my son all the time, Daddy ain't the smartest. Google is.
And that's why I do what I do. That's exactly why I do what I do, is because people really think that buying a $10,000, $15,000, even a $25,000 life insurance policy is going to do something for their family. Yeah, it's going to get you buried, but what about your family that has to live after you pass away? What about you having to live if your spouse passes away? You guys really need to understand that you can pass generational wealth with life insurance. It's one of the few ways that you can pass generational wealth. It's not about getting a 10, 15, 25,000. Is you need to talk with a professional like me, like LaShonda Stevens, like L. Stevens Financial Services, like a few of my cousins, so that we can show you the amount of life insurance you need to not only cover your burial, that's called your death, right? Death expense, final expense. But also, what about your debts, DEBTS? What about those that don't dissipate just because you've passed away? What about your, if you're somebody who was paying half of the bills, or maybe you were paying all of the bills, and that person passes away, or you pass away, and how does your spouse, how does your partner take care of the things if you're gone, if that income is gone? Right? What about your mortgage? A lot of us lose grandmama's house, or lose mama's house, or lose auntie's house because we didn't have enough life insurance, or they didn't have enough life insurance to cover the cost of the rest of the loan on Nana's house, right? What about your kid wanting to go to school? If you pass away before your kid gets an education that you fully want them to have, then how are they going to afford to go to school? Yeah, they may be able to get some grants and loans and whatnot. But what about if you got enough life insurance that they wouldn't need to take out a loan, that they could go to school basically on your dime because you planned for that? That's the name of the game. I'm so glad I wasn't even looking for that. You guys see, I done took my wig off. I wasn't even in here looking for that. I'm just watching something on Black Love, and I stumbled across my calling. Get y'all some life insurance. Holla at your girl, 704-774-8138. Or if you know me personally, call me on my cell phone. Send me an instant message. Send me an inbox. Whatever. And let me take a look at your finances. and tell you how much life insurance you actually need to have that's going to cause some real change for your family if something were to happen to you. Or even if you're still alive. See, that's another thing. Life insurance policies aren't just about taking care of your final expense and all those other things that I named. It's even about if you develop a terminal illness and you need money to help take care of your chemotherapy or all of the medical bills associated with your terminal illness. With certain policies that we can put in place, you can get up to 75% of the life insurance policy to help pay your chemotherapy, to help pay hospice and all of these things. Holla at me. I'm telling you, L. Stevens Financial Services, LLC. It's your girl, LaShonda Stevens. I know I look crazy, but I just had to record this video real quick for you guys. And holla at me so that I can look at your finances and tell you how much life insurance. I'm trying to save the community.